Did you know that up to 85% of women experience PMS symptoms every single month? And here's what's fascinating. Science has already uncovered exactly why this happens in your body. Stay until the end of this video because I'm going to reveal the surprising connection between your hormones and every symptom you feel. If you've ever wondered why you crave more food, feel irritable for no reason, or struggle to sleep well during certain days of the month, this video will completely transform your understanding of your own body. Today we're diving deep into the signs and symptoms of premenstrual syndrome, or PMS. But this isn't just a list of symptoms. I'm going to show you the fascinating science behind why each symptom occurs in your body. First, let me give you a quick definition. PMS is a condition involving cyclic and recurrent episodes of behavioral, psychological, and physical symptoms associated with the second half of your menstrual cycle, what we call the luteal phase. Here's what makes PMS unique. These symptoms follow a predictable pattern. They appear during the end of the luteal phase and typically resolve after your period begins. Most women experience the worst symptoms during a 6-day window, 4 days before their period and 2 days into it. To understand why PMS happens, we need to understand your menstrual cycle. In a classic 28-day cycle, there are 2 main phases. The follicular phase starts on day 1 of your period and continues until day 14, ending with ovulation. The luteal phase is the second half, starting after ovulation and lasting until your next period begins. This is where PMS symptoms strike. But here's the key. It's not just about the phases. It's about what's happening with your hormones during this time. 2 major hormones are at play here: estradiol, which is an estrogen, and progesterone. During ovulation, estradiol peaks and remains elevated during the luteal phase. But as you approach menstruation, estradiol levels begin to decline. Progesterone rapidly increases after ovulation due to production from the corpus luteum. But it also drops sharply as the luteal phase ends, assuming pregnancy hasn't occurred. These declining hormone levels are the trigger for every single PMS symptom you experience. Let me show you how. Let's start with mood swings. This is actually one of the most common PMS symptoms. But why does it happen? The answer lies in serotonin. Estradiol directly interacts with and regulates serotonin activity in your brain. As estradiol decreases during the late luteal phase, serotonin levels also drop. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter that regulates mood, sleep, appetite, and anxiety. It's actually the target of antidepressants like SSRIs. So when serotonin drops, mood swings naturally occur. Irritability goes hand in hand with mood swings and has the same root cause: low serotonin levels. This can lead to impulsivity and irritability as estradiol's effects on serotonergic systems decline during the late luteal phase. Depression is extremely common in PMS, and now you can see why. As estradiol levels decrease, serotonin regulation is disrupted, creating a propensity for depressive symptoms. This isn't just feeling sad, it's a biochemical shift in your brain chemistry. Anxiety is another major symptom. Once again, low serotonin is the culprit, though anxiety may also be related to alterations in dopamine levels as hormones fluctuate throughout the menstrual cycle. Sensitivity to rejection is a lesser-known symptom that's also due to decreased serotonergic activity. As you can see, that drop in estradiol leading to lower serotonin creates a cascade of emotional and behavioral changes. You might also notice decreased interest in activities you normally enjoy. This is secondary to hormonal changes and may also relate to depressive symptoms. Now let's talk about appetite. Here's where it gets interesting. Increased appetite is driven by 2 hormonal mechanisms. First, progesterone levels are elevated during the luteal phase, and progesterone is a known appetite stimulant. Second, decreasing estrogen levels also stimulate appetite. Estrogen normally inhibits appetite, so as it drops, your hunger increases. It's a double effect. Higher progesterone plus lower estrogen equals increased cravings and appetite. Bloating is one of the most common PMS symptoms, right up there with mood swings and depression. This is also due to changes in progesterone and estrogen levels. As you can see, these hormonal fluctuations have widespread effects throughout your body. Let's move on to physical symptoms. Sleep disturbances are incredibly common in PMS. These can involve difficulty falling asleep, waking up in the middle of the night, and non-restful sleep. Even when you sleep through the night, you just don't feel rested. And yes, you guessed it, this is also due to those low serotonin levels we talked about earlier. Increased fatigue is actually one of the most common symptoms, along with bloating. It's a result of low serotonin levels, but it can also be secondary to sleep disturbances. When you're not sleeping well or feeling rested, fatigue naturally follows. Here's something surprising. Hot flashes can occur in women with PMS. You might think hot flashes only happen during menopause, and while they're certainly common then, if you see hot flashes in women who are not perimenopausal or postmenopausal, this is highly suggestive of PMS. So if you're experiencing hot flashes and you're not going through menopause, PMS could be the explanation. Dizziness is another symptom that occurs due to alterations in hormone levels. This could manifest as pre-syncopore, that feeling like you might faint, or even vertigo. The pre-syncopore may be due to lowered blood pressure caused by hormonal changes. Breast tenderness is also a classic PMS symptom that many women experience during the luteal phase. So there you have it, the complete picture of PMS symptoms and the fascinating hormonal mechanisms behind each one. From mood swings and depression driven by low serotonin to increased appetite caused by high progesterone and low estrogen, to sleep disturbances and fatigue, every symptom has a biochemical explanation rooted in the natural fluctuations of your menstrual cycle. If you want to learn more about premenstrual syndrome and how to manage these symptoms, check out my full lesson on this topic. And if you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking the notification bell to support the channel and stay up to date on future lessons. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.